Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin is now finally breaking out. All of my trades are in a very nice profit and we can probably expect even higher price targets. Let me show you. Now first you're going to see that Bitcoin yesterday hit the bottom of our horizontal range almost exactly. And what we said yesterday, if we start losing the bottom of the range right here, it is going to be a bearish Bitcoin indication, and only in this scenario we are going to look for lower targets. The bottom of the range held, it was a very nice support area, aligning almost exactly with the value area low with the bottom volume level, and from here we actually got quite an insane pump towards the upside of approximately, let's just say, 5.6%. However, on the entire pump, we also hit another very important price target. You're right now going to see we hit the top of our horizontal range almost to the exact dollar accuracy. We grabbed the liquidity exactly above our recent high right here, and also zooming out a little bit and measuring the entire bottom price action with volume. We also hit the value area high, the upper volume area of resistance that, historically speaking, it has also been very nicely respected. So there is right now no doubt, yes, Bitcoin definitely hit quite an important area of resistance, quite a significant price target. And also remember from yesterday, I even shared with you where we do have our biggest liquidation cluster on the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 2-week time frame, where you're right now going to see on the entire pump we hit our major liquidation cluster, where of course a lot of short positions have gotten liquidated right here. And also you're right now going to see that, yes, exactly at the top right here, we got quite an insane liquidation spike. So definitely where we are is right now, personally, I would not fire another long or a buy position on Bitcoin. However, later in the video, I am going to share with you the first important support area where potentially, if you are right now not already in a long trade, you might be looking to fire another brand new position. However, what if we are right now actually zooming out once again to talk about our bigger diagonal area of resistance? Finally, for the first time after a while, Bitcoin closed the first daily candle above this major diagonal area of resistance. So you're going to see that, yes, as right now, technically speaking, we are breaking our first very important trend line towards the upside. However, remember yesterday, we also mentioned another very important trend line when we are connecting our all-time high with this specific lower high. So yes, if we want to be even more bullish on Bitcoin, definitely, we also need to see a breakout above this specific diagonal area of resistance. However, I would say that yes, breaking our first diagonal level, it is also already going to be some kind of a bullish Bitcoin indication. And this is right now why I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible. And of course, also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Now, let me share with you something very, very interesting and something very nice happening on the weekly time frame, on the MACD indicator, RSI indicator, and also money flow indicator, because not a lot of people are right now paying attention to what I'm about to show you. The MACD indicator definitely has started curving towards the upside. And what does that mean? It simply is going to be a setup for a hidden bullish divergence. Higher low is right now still being formed on Bitcoin, lower low on our MACD indicator. And what is happening on the RSI? Literally exactly the same thing. Lower low on the RSI, higher low on Bitcoin. And on the money flow indicator, at least at the moment, we are still seeing right here another lower low, higher low on Bitcoin. So a lot of those indicators, all of those three indicators actually, are right now having a setup for a hidden bullish divergence, which right now means that this right here is definitely going to be a bullish indication for the Bitcoin price. And of course, if we start going higher, we right now know our next very important target is then going to be our major diagonal area of resistance at approximately 95,000 US dollar area. And remember, already a few days ago, I shared with you another important level that not a lot of people are paying attention to, because when we right now go with our anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at this specific high, a very important area of resistance on Bitcoin is also going to come in at approximately 97,000 US dollar area, where we also do have another very important golden Fibonacci ratio. So definitely right now we know, okay, ideally we are looking for higher because our indicators on the weekly time frame, money flow, MACD, and the RSI are definitely looking slightly more bullish. We also right now know the first diagonal level is right now being broken towards the upside, and the second step is now going to be for Bitcoin to break our bigger diagonal area of resistance when we are connecting the all-time high with the lower high right here, and for then us to go towards the golden Fibonacci ratio at 97,000 US dollar area. However, what if right now we are actually going to get a rejection back down? Remember always, we need to have a bullish and also a bearish plan. I still am as of right now leaning more towards the bullish plan, that being said, for Bitcoin to then finally also break our bigger diagonal area of resistance towards the upside. However, what if we are going to go lower? What if Bitcoin is actually going to offer us another buying opportunity for all of our long trades right here? And of course also, what if we are going to get another push down and the bots are going to start buying the dip? What is going to be a bearish scenario you should right now still be aware of? Because what we said before, we definitely hit the first very important area of resistance. We grabbed a lot of liquidity, a lot of people were already liquidated, and of course also we definitely right now at least are not breaking our value area high, the upper volume area of resistance, when we are measuring the entire bottom price action. So remember what we already said a couple of days ago. Yes, if we start going lower, we still need to be paying attention to the 5-wave price structure straight towards the downside. So we can right now say we got right here an impulse, another correction, another impulse right here, the correction, which is going to be the fourth elite wave. And right now, if we start going lower, we still need to talk about our fifth elite wave. So what is right now going to be a brand new price target when we talk about our fifth elite wave? Very, very simply, we go with our trend-based Fibonacci extension right here, measuring the entire first impulse, putting the third pivot at the start of our fifth elite wave, and going with our one-to-one Fibonacci extension level. So what we can right now say, if Bitcoin does continue lower, we do see a major breakdown towards the upside. Our lower target in this scenario is going to be 70,500 US dollars, which is then going to mean also Bitcoin is going to form a brand new lower low. Another way to measure the target of the fifth elite wave is going to be when we right now go again with our trend-based Fibonacci extension from the exact high directly towards the exact low right here, directly back towards the end of the fourth elite wave right here, and we are going to go with the 0.618 Fibonacci extension level. And in this scenario, you're also going to see pretty much almost the exact same story. Lower targets are definitely on the table if Bitcoin starts breaking back towards the downside. If we start using the logarithmic scale, the targets are going to adjust a little bit, but to be honest, at least as right now, I would not go with the logarithmic scale. I would simply say to you that if we start going lower, our next targets are going to be most probably below this specific low right here at approximately 75,000 US dollar area. But of course, if we do get another push down, definitely I am looking for another buy position, not only Bitcoin, literally on the entire cryptocurrency market. But fortunately for us also, the bots are actually going to be buying the dip. So if you right now want to trade with us, definitely take an advantage of the free bonus using the stack link down below in the description, because B2Nix exchange is right now giving to the first 300 people 10 USDT completely for free only after they register. Then of course you can deposit, you're going to get a 20% deposit bonus, and also the better you're going to trade, the bigger rewards you're going to get. So take an advantage of the free bonuses using the stack link down below after you register and after initial deposit. Now let me also share with you another first local area of support where personally I would then say, okay, Bitcoin is then probably, if broken towards the upside, going to continue much lower, maybe even below 70,000 US dollars towards our one-to-one and the 0.618 Fibonacci extension price target. So what we are right now going to do, let's zoom in once again on the 2-hourly time frame right here, and we are going to be measuring again the entire bottom price action with volume. You can right now see, of course, we got a rejection at the value area low, and the next next target is going to be the point of control. Now, this specific point of control, the red line, the biggest volume cluster, is really not a random level. Why so? Because it beautifully aligns also with the golden Fibonacci ratio. When we right now go with the Fibonacci retracement from the swing low right here back towards the swing high, the golden pocket coming in almost exactly at our point of control. But also right now, what if we go additionally with the anchored VWAP and anchor it exactly at this specific low? All of those three levels coming in exactly at the same area at approximately 91,000 US dollars. So let's right now make a very simple, easy to follow plan. If this specific area of support gets broken down, we are definitely looking for lower targets, and I would say at least towards the value area low, maybe even then we talk about our bigger 5-wave price structure towards downside. But of course, support area is the support area until proven otherwise, and at least as of right now, I still do have some hope that this specific support level is going to hold. Why so? Because as we said before, first of all, we are breaking a major diagonal area of resistance already towards the upside. Second of all, when we right now go with the Adler stochastic CG oscillator on the daily time frame, what we already talked about yesterday, however, right now you're actually also going to see that yes, a double bottom pattern is right now being formed, and a double bottom pattern on the Adler stochastic CG oscillator is definitely a bullish Bitcoin indication. Last time we got some kind of a double bottom pattern was back in June 2025. Bitcoin bottomed out, we got a major pump towards the upside. Also right here, double bottom pattern, major pump towards the upside. And this is right now also going to be one of the reasons why ideally I am looking for higher targets. However, I am not saying to you the lower targets cannot happen, because of course we also talked about the 5-wave price structure in a case our support areas are going to be broken back towards upside. So the plan right now is very easy to follow. You can still be right now looking for some kind of a buy or a long position approximately at this specific area. Very simple, very clear invalidation level below the support level in a case it gets broken back towards downside. But of course, unless it's broken, it is still going to be an area of support where potentially Bitcoin can then get some kind of a bounce back towards the upside. A bullish indication, ideally we are looking for right here, is going to be the break of the value area high at approximately 93,600 US dollars. Because if we are able to then break this level towards the upside, bullish Bitcoin indication, and in this scenario, I am definitely then looking for a higher target of our bigger diagonal area of resistance to then actually be hit. Now, additionally, let's right now go with our exponential moving averages on the 1-hourly time frame. Finally, right now, once again, we are getting a bullish cross on the 1-hourly time frame, which right now definitely means Bitcoin is moving in an average uptrend on the 1-hourly and also on the 2-hourly time frame. We just got a confirmation of a bullish cross only a few hours ago. So right now we are definitely moving in an average uptrend on the 1-hourly and 2-hourly. 4-hourly, at least for now, it is still in a major downtrend, and we just hit the 200 EMA on the 4-hourly, which historically speaking is also quite an important dynamic area of resistance. So right now, of course, it is up to Bitcoin to decide in which direction it's going to go. If we start losing our local area of support, that is then going to be, of course, this specific point of control at approximately 91,300 US dollars. Bearish indication, I'm looking for a lower target on Bitcoin. And of course, in this scenario, I am definitely then going to look to buy the dip on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, and also on Solana. But of course, also, all of the trading bots are actually not going to be scared at the bottom, and they're actually going to be buying the dip. So if you right now want to trade with us, take an advantage of the free bonus using the stack link down below, because only after you register, you get 10 USDT. Then make sure you deposit, you get another 20% deposit bonus. But of course, also, if you want to copy my trading bots, right now Pionex also does have a very nice campaign. So make sure you create an account on Pionex right here and deploy the bots with this specific link right here. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.